Yeah, I can go with that.
Okay. Production getting rid of our faces. I didn't think I looked that bad today, but just ruining my self-confidence, which is fine.
I don't blame them.
I'm used to that. It's okay. But getting to the draft, always exciting.
If
Rubik first pick. Where's your head,
I was just gonna say, if you weren't ready for your self-confidence to be destroyed, you probably shouldn't cast with me, because you know what I'm like. I'll just throw in a cheeky something. Just put you down a little bit. You know, you've got to keep you humble, Beak Up. Keep your feet on the floor.
I'm too short. My feet don't reach the floor.
Okay, you did it yourself. That's fine. EHOME, obviously they go for this first pick, Rubik, which they went for yesterday in their last series. I think they realised halfway through the series that they really valued this hero. And RNG go for this first pick, Chen, which they've been loving this tournament, and every tournament since the beginning of time, from what I can remember.
Yeah, we've talked about Super on this hero. We talked about the non-existent Felix gameplay on this hero, because that was a mistake I made earlier in the tournament. But I don't know what it is, by the way. It's like I don't yawn all day, and then it's not like I don't love
trying
Dota,
to say I bore you?
But the second I hear your voice, all of a sudden I can't stop yawning. I don't know what it is.
I don't know if you realise, Beak Up, but as the day goes on, as nighttime comes around, you actually start to get tired. And it's currently the nighttime for you, so...
I sleep all day, though. I sleep all day.
And party all night. Casting Dota. That's the way to go.
I want to sleep all day.
They have a really good chance to pick a big hero here. I think, like this Rubik Bloodseeker's like an okay laning combo and things, but if they have like this Chen in the lane helping sustain and things, I think they have a chance to pick like a big like core hero that they can base the rest of their draft around. I also think something like Earth Spirit might be interesting if they really want to go for that. But
ooh, I wouldn't mind that. Felix has played that hero pretty well.
I'm thinking like something like Sven, right? I know, which is not what you want to hear, but it's the first game of the day.
Stop, Mo. Val, please. Save me.
I like how it happens so naturally as well. I say like Sven, and then 2 seconds later it gets picked. Maybe production are the ones that draft, and every time we suggest something, they're like, oh, we can make them look better, and they like force the teams to pick something.
Ooh. Okay, I go next.
Okay.
What do I want?
I
don't know any heroes.
It has to be a reasonable suggestion, Beak Up.
No, it doesn't. Visage.
There
we go.
That hero's fun. I'm sad we don't really see that hero much.
Yeah. You're right.
10 seconds remaining.
We don't get to see that hero enough. It's not really
5 seconds remaining.
Fair. I don't know. It was OGA that we saw the EHOME combo, right? Well, back when Faith Beyond was on EHOME. It was that Visage Grimstroke.
Grimstroke.
That was such a cool combo. Yeah, I loved it. We got to see it once, and then, never got to see it again.
10 seconds
I think EHOME... What position 5s have they been liking this tournament? I mean, apart from Undying, obviously, which is like in every game. I can't think about what else. XO's played Chen as well. Clockwork, yeah, he has played, you're right. And there's the Earth Spirit ban as well by EHOME.
Elder Titan.
I don't know how much I like that against Chen Sven, though. Like, they have Warcry, they're naturally going to build mech. It's pretty good if you want to control early game and stuff, but
10 seconds.
Maybe like Elder Titan Drow or Clock Drow or something.
5 seconds.
Venge Drow. Drow.
Drow.
It's 2 Drows.
Turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Okay.
Lena.
Ooh. See, that's interesting because Lena's been first phase picked or banned in nearly every single game, if it was like of this tournament. And it gets let through to the second phase. But that puts RNG in a really good position because now they can flex this Lena till last pick.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to turn off my heat. I'm dying in here. It is way too high.
You don't have to tell me. I know. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, man.
I'd be really interested to see what they pick here. I think Clock, that shout by you still was okay.
I know I give good shouts. I give the good shouts.
What?
Yeah, you said that shout by me was good.
Oh,
I give the good shout.
RNG.
My friends call me Beastmaster. Oh, and I said Elder Titan.
See, look, production, they are picking.
Dire team pick.
I'm doing a really good job here. Ooh. You asked for that hero like all of yesterday.
Does this mean, it could be 3 Tusk, 4 Lena, but I'm assuming it's 4 Tusk, 2 Lena, right? Like, that would be the safe bet.
Yeah.
So now they have to assume...
Remaining.
Tusk Lena sounds like a crazy lane. Can you imagine
Dire
that?
team ban.
Yeah, it does actually sound pretty gross.
Now that's interesting.
Have we seen a good troll game?
No, we've seen a bad one.
RNG's turn to ban.
But Troll, good matchup against Sven, like core to core.
Dire team ban.
Because you can whirling axes, and he has that like really high mistrats.
But I just think this troll is going to get kited in this game already.
Yeah, he has no steroid either, so like... I don't know, he's playing against Snowball, and they have like Hand of Gods, there's like Yule's going to be built on the Lena. He needs like Battle Fury so he can help scale against the Sven, and then he needs like BKB, he needs a damage item. And I feel like by the time he's got like 3 slides, Sven's going to have 5 items or something.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like Troll without Mag feels so sad every single time I watch her.
Interesting 2 bans. OG and Bat Rider.
Yeah, those 2 heroes do really well against Troll, though, both of them. Like, imagine having to lane against Bat Rider as ET Troll. And they still need an offlaner, most likely. So. Void Spirit. Void Spirit versus Lena. We've seen some bad Void Spirit matchups for this.
Yeah.
I feel like XM is a really good laner, though. I mean, Setsu's okay as well. But,
10 seconds remaining.
You just say Setsu's okay?
Yeah, Setsu's okay.
5 seconds remaining.
It's still relative, though, right? Because, obviously, like, the top laners we've seen in mid are, like...
Where does
nothing to
okay
say.
rank on your scale
Like
of,
Somnus,
like,
Ori...
compliments?
Like, what do you want me to say? He's the best.
Around, nobody's ever gonna keep him down.
You're right.
I don't know.
Just having a meltdown.
Yeah, no,
It's
you
like
never
I
heard
just
that
turned
song?
your factory
He's the
setting
best
back on and then like back off again.
around. Yeah. Sorry, I got references rolling through my head at all times.
Okay, so he's a good mid laner, obviously, but I feel like XM. Who would I put slightly ahead? I feel like maybe XM ever so slightly, but I don't know. This is a really like Lena favored matchup, I think personally. But it gets to the point in the game where Void Spirit just shoves out the lane and just runs around and kills people. So
definitely think the mids are all pretty close, but yeah.
Ooh.
nice, different hero. This is I love RNG's lineup. I think this is really cool.
Okay.
They have the wall as well, like the wall vac into like Svenstone. They have LSA. Like Darkseid Tusk lane's really strong. I feel like Lena does well against Void Spirit mid. Like Troll gets kited around by Surge, by Snowball, by this Yule's on the Lena. Chen saves. I don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure on Bloodseeker to have a good time in the laning stage.
Mm-hmm.
Elder Titan, XF has to be so careful. Once they get to like level 3, like double Iron Shell, they just run at you with Surge. Like Ice Shards. He has to be so careful. I think he just dies. Because they have Snowball. I think he'll go 1-1-1 on the Tusk. And if he ever tries to land a stomp, you just Snowball dodge it and just run at him anyway. It seems really good.
Yeah, with Iron Shell. Gonna be a problem. I think this Elder Titan, like you're saying, is kind of food for that bottom lane.
Yeah, but the first few waves have to go really well for them. Because they have to fight, and XF has to trade hits before they get levels. Otherwise, it gets really difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna go RNG. I think I feel more comfortable about their lineup, and I think they've been a slightly better team than EHOME this tournament. Like just in this tournament though, in a window, because I think EHOME they've been okay sometimes, but yeah, they've had games where they've looked really poor, and I don't think RNG have been as poor as EHOME.
Although I will say, eHome's second game yesterday
They did play well,
was really impressive.
but that's what I mean. It's like which EHOME turns up today, right?
True. Also, what's the pace of the games?
True. I don't know, I just feel like Sven to Troll's a critical matchup. Like, Troll does okay if he has a good time start to the game, but if Sven ever gets ahead, he just stays ahead and gets further and further ahead. Like, he just farms so much quicker than the Troll.
Oh boy.
It's cool that we've seen these Svens, like, not go Ags as well. That's been interesting.
Makes sense.
We've seen, like, I think one person went for Ags in the recent games we've seen.
A lot of silver edges.
Seeing red. And it's amazing.
A lot of silver edges.
Abyssals.
So tell me about these lane matchups, Mo. What are you seeing? What do what's your preference? Who do you think's gonna win each lane?
Lena beats Void Spirit, I think. Troll Darkseer should do well against Darkseer Tusk should do well against Troll Eldertine. I feel like bot lane, like Bloodseeker Rubik, they just shove the lane in and they like constantly play in your faces and things. It's really horrible to play against. Like Sven just goes to the jungle anyway after a while and just finds farm. So even though they're not going to do well in this lane, they have like the Chen to support at least. Try and make the lane a little bit easier. And then Sven just catches up eventually anyway.
So who's like the X factor for this game?
X factor? Like doing an X with your arms, i.e.
No.
I think I want to see the Darkseer do well. We don't see this hero a huge amount. I'm a Darkseer believer.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I like Darkseer. I always feel like the hero's like underwhelming. I don't know why. I always just get this feeling that the hero just does not do as much as I think it's going to. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe like, does the ult feel underwhelming at times to you?
Well, it only feels underwhelming in certain games. Like, it's not a great game for the ult this time. But if you're playing against like a TV or an AM or a Morph, like those like natural strong illusion heroes, they all feel really good to wall. Like Naga used to be as well.
Yeah.
But like Troll's not really one of those heroes. Like if you get the Elder Titan, that's probably the best case scenario because you get the natural order from your illusion, which feels crazy, I think. So it's probably more important they wall the Elder Titan, the POS 5, more than anybody else this game.
True. That is true.
Imagine they get the Eteor or the level 4, and Sven just comes through and one-hits everybody because they have no armor. Oh, that's what I want.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh, not another pause, by the way. We've had a bad couple of days for pauses.
I think just yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yesterday and today.
But it was like one game yesterday.
No, we had like 4 games yesterday. I had pauses at the start. Very sad. Yeah. Biko, you weren't even awake. Jesus. I didn't even remember.
No, I just have bad memory.
No, I get it. Whatever. You do your thing.
Fine, you know what? You got this. I won't say another word. Go for it, dude.
Oh, I like how I laughed and then XM laughed straight away afterwards. That was... What's your favourite voice line in the game, Biko? Hit me.
No, you got this.
Well, he's paused, Biko. What do you want me to do?
No.
What do you want me to do?
You're right.
Are you going to make the quality of the stream lower here by stopping talking? Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. don't put that kind of pressure on me. That's not
it's
fair.
fine. I see what it is. I see how it is. Don't worry.
What is my favorite? Okay, fine.
Yeah, what's your favorite voice line? I think my favorite one might be the new Morph level 30. Honestly, H2O'd. Oh, amazing.
I'm just gonna listen to that one really quickly on my computer. Go to heroes. Go to intelligence heroes. No, I'm just kidding. Go to Agi heroes. Next rewards, and how does he say it though?
Oh, do you know one of my favorite ones that is level 1 and it's so ridiculously stupid is the Broodmother level 1 laugh. Is if you haven't heard that before, I heard it in a game for the first time in a while the other day, and I just couldn't stop laughing at how stupid it was.
Is it bad that I am upset that he says H2 owned, not H2 owned, like you say?
Yes.
It upsets me.
How are these lanes going?
6-0 already for Setsu.
Yeah, Jay's doing well though as well in the bot lane. He's doing better than I thought he would. This Bloodseeker, I feel like Chalice has had some really
Tough games.
tough games, but tough laning stages as well. Like yesterday on that Legion, he did okay in the lane, but yeah, in other games, I feel like he's struggled a little bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Oh, Rubik commits a Fade bot to try and kill the chain creep, and he denies it. So, oh.
Just wishing he got that gold.
Yeah, I find it interesting that he didn't go headdress as well on the Chen. Went just the Ring of Regen, and then like went for some fairy fires and things.
Just trying to see if Chalice can kind of get better results in this lane.
XM's starting to like he's doing really well the first few waves, which is what you have to do as the Void Spirit in this matchup. Because yeah, when Lina gets to like this level 4, level 5 mark, she really starts to just hurt. Because like the constant poke and the constant Dragon Slavers and things.
This Void Spirit's just getting so much farm in the moment. What made you think that Jay was gonna struggle a little bit more in this lane?
I think just like Bloodseeker Rubik's a really strong lane, but seems they're controlling the lane really well. On the especially the Chen's doing a really good job of like just constantly poking. He's level 3 now as well. God.
Shards? Oh. Almost right on X Nova, and that would have been the beginning of what we were talking about. Once you get that level 3. Shard, Snowball, Ion Shell level 2. Well, SRF takes 2 shots from X Nova with that extra damage, and he's already hoping to get a salve off, and he does.
Honestly, not even that bad though that the Tusk has to go back to base here, because now the Darkseid gets level 4, like he's just by himself, having a good time. He has a lot of high, like he's quite high armor actually on Darkseid. I didn't realize.
Yeah, already, you know, starting with that 6 armor. Setsu getting close to that level 6, as is XM. We've seen, especially with Void Spirit having a haste, he could hit that level 6 and make a move to really any lane.
No blood for you.
Yeah, he's so difficult to deal with when he hits that level 6 mark. Just does his own thing. Chalice might be in trouble here. They have a stuns up in a couple of seconds.
Denied.
And he moved up into an interesting spot where I thought he might pay for that. He positioned himself pretty far forward.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Quite slow early on.
That should help.
Surge is this?
It's still 0-0, 5 minutes in. Rotations really didn't come through mid. Things are pretty standard.
The 2 off lanes are the ones that haven't gone as well as I thought they would.
Yeah.
The Eldertime's actually done a decent job. Like, he did much better than I thought he would. Now Felix is in trouble.
Dear, he's probably dead. Yeah, first blood there for XM with the Resonant Pulse.
A big increase of gold for him.
Yeah, and that's going to put XM to level 6. He's got the, he uses that haste, gets the gold, gets that first blood. He's happy with that. That's Triple C farming really well. 39 and 12.
Yeah, I think the first couple of waves going their way helped them a lot. Like, they controlled the creep equilibrium really well, because on the second wave, one of the Iron Shelled creeps didn't push in, because it was like chasing the Elder Titan instead.
Another good bottle there for XM as Chalice drops bottom. Jay gets that kill, and Chalice, again, is just struggling in this laning phase for another game. And Chalice is usually somebody who's pretty stable in that lane.
To be fair, he only dies there because there's a Tusk that TP's in with an Iron Shell on him. Like, good luck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just about hit that 7-minute mark.
He's got a medallion first time on the chin.
Dire's top
So none of this mech. None of this mech rubbish that we've been seeing. Well, it's not rubbish, but...
No, you already said it's rubbish. It's okay.
I'll double down.
SRF level 6, he's also holding a point in the moment. He's got 1-3-1, so 5 skill points. He's got 3 heroes over bottom. See if they can make something happen with X-Nova making his way towards bot.
I like how the Chen's just jungling though as well.
Yeah, that's pretty odd considering we usually see the Chens in lane. Pretty stationary.
Yeah, but he wants his levels, right? Like he's being greedy for himself, which is really good.
I agree.
And the Tusk is just gonna like take all the XP bot at the moment while the Sven jungles. So they're just being really efficient with how they spread out their net worth distribution at the moment. Like they're not looking to be aggressive; they're just looking to farm up as much as possible.
Who's benefiting the most out of this pace?
I think EHOME have done well, much better in the lane stage than I thought they would. So they're probably benefiting the most. But this Charles just shoving out the lanes with whirling. Like he's got to a point in the lane where the Iron Shell doesn't matter anymore because he's just shoving the lane out so quickly and killing the creep really quickly. Because he has 4 points in the axis. Easy peasy. Yeah, he's going to TP bot. They're going to try and trade tier 1s, I think. X's coming down as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How many times do you see this? It's just like every game we see this, though, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The trading of the towers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like Setsu with the DD, he's just gonna.
Dire's top tower.
And like,
it's.
I mean, what do RNG? They're not gonna TP down and try and defend this now. It doesn't.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes I'm expecting like the taking of the tower and then trying to make their way over.
It's so difficult to do though when you're not like ready and set up.
I think it's hard if you don't have one person there because those TPs just get longer and longer, and then it ends up being you're going in one by one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the pacifist game, though.
Sven takes an ancient stack as well. He's doing a decent job.
Also, we talked about how Chen's not going into the mech, and he's got the medallion queued up. He's got the medallion. The thing is, you're going Guardian Greaves on Darkseer, so Chen doesn't need that.
Ah, of course. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That makes sense. So, I mean, it frees up the Chen to go different items then. That makes sense why he didn't go Headdress as well. Just goes for the casual ring of regen for the Valley with the Divine Favor.
Radiant are scanning.
They're coming over. They spot the Sven. Jay's actually in a lot of trouble. He's dead here.
Good rotation. Coming through the jungle.
I'm surprised Jay stayed, because they hit that scan.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
I don't
is
know.
under attack.
They're just chilling. They're just having a good time. I feel like I need to wake up. I feel like the game's passing me by and I'm not noticing things speak up.
Nothing's happened.
I know there's not like a huge amount of kills, but I feel like I'm missing things still, you know? Like I'm not... I felt really good this morning, but now I feel like I'm not awake.
You want me to make you some coffee?
Yeah, that would be good.
That's what we should do. We should move in together, have a studio.
I've always thought a
Do our
casting
thing.
house would be funny. Just not even just
Well,
with like 6 people.
Didn't we have this conversation a little while ago? Probably like
Yeah.
I would say a year or 2 years ago. We had this conversation where we were just like, what if you had a casting house and it was a reality show at the same time? I don't understand what happened.
Radiant's
Mofar
middle
drank all my
tower is
Yoo-hoo,
under attack.
and I just can't work with him anymore. Like the narrator
You'll
just
get
comes
over it.
on.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. My favorite drink. So I think I asked you this already, and again, it just be the pace of the game's not allowing us to wake up. But who's benefiting the most from this pace? I think I asked that, right?
Yeah, you did, but I feel
But
like...
again, reevaluate that.
Do you remember how we said the troll needs like 3 items ready to come online? He's getting this
Yeah.
Battle Fury in like 13 minutes or something. And he's doing really well. So if he gets his Battle Fury, it basically allows him to keep up with the Sven in farm. I feel like the Sven wants to be playing further like ahead, if he can. But this troll's had the most free games so far. He has 101 CS in like 11, almost 12 minutes. He's doing really well. So if this Battle Fury comes online, he effectively becomes the like biggest hero of this game. Once he gets his items.
We haven't seen a game like this in a while, just the strictly farming, for the most part. Because there was, yesterday, it seemed like there was aggression all over the place.
I feel
Can't outrun
this is what we saw from in last OGA though. When the teams that haven't been doing so well in the group stage come and play up against each other towards the end, they both play so safe because they're really worried about losing the game, right? Which might be the wrong thing to have, but I think EHOME are happy with how the game's going. And I think RNG are like, well, our Sven's farming, like we need to hit a timing in our game where we get like BKB Sven, like Lena gets what Yule's Aether or something, whatever she wants to go. Like we have Mech on Darkseer, plus like maybe a little something else. Like Tuski's gonna have Blink soon as well. Rupture on the Sven.
Yeah, but not following it up just yet, and I'm surprised that they're not. They've got the jump, they're looking for super Hand of God used very early. They'll hit the sweep, they have the Storm Hammer, now the Snowball going all the way over to X-Nova. XM getting low, Walrus Punch is there, they get the Cone of Super, they end up trading XM as well as X-Nova for this. Good 2-for-1 trade for RNG so far, and they're looking for more.
Yeah, they committed quite hard to that considering like they rupture the Sven and then there's not really a huge amount of like else they can do there, right? Like, if they capture the Sven at the start of the fight while he's ruptured, then it feels much better. But now RNG are hitting this timing that we talked about. Like they're hitting their key items now after this fight, so this is going to be like the game's going to start to speed up for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But this troll, I mean, this troll's so farmed.
He's top of the net worth, but, you know, he's not... I guess we haven't felt his impact yet.
We won't though until he has like, he's going BKB second item and then he's going to be okay to fight. But I think we sometimes see like trolls go casual Yasha before BKB and things, I think. But when you go for this Battle Fury build, if you don't go BKB second item, it takes you like a long time to come online and be able to fight.
Dire's middle tower is
But
under
it's like we've
attack.
said, if he doesn't go for BKB second item, he's going to get kited so hard this game.
Radiant's
Okay.
top tower is under attack.
Blood right again. That blood right now, it's just right on the Lena.
I don't know. I feel like Chalice needs to be playing with other people more. He's kind of like just doing his own thing a lot. And he's their big like tempo control. This is a really bad fight for EHOME.
Although, Snowball coming across, and let's see what they can get out of this one. They look over at the Darkseer. They've got the damage to take out SRF. Sweep on 3. Earth Splitter coming in. But no follow-up.
Yeah, okay. So they get the Darkseer. It's a big kill. Can they get more?
Just up Aether Remnant. Felix, he's okay.
They really want to defend their tower though. Like Cess is just going to try and carry on shoving waves all the time.
Radiant's middle tower is
They
under
get a
attack.
cliff.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Without the Darkseer though, this is really hard. I'm surprised that fight went so well for them.
Radiant's middle
Oh, Chen didn't. Chen didn't have Hand of God. Okay, that makes more sense. I saw him TP in at the end, and I was like, why is he not ulted yet?
I'm very surprised at the pace of this game. Walrus Punch, LSA, Laguna Blade used, XM dead. And the sweep on a both, but that's not in time to save the Void Spirit.
The troll, they still haven't dealt with the troll though. The troll's the big one at the moment. Like, look how farmed he is like compared to everybody else in the game because of this early battle fury timing. Fades dead. This is big though for RNG because they can take this mid tier 1 now.
I guess they can. Doesn't look like anybody's gonna stop them.
They need to open up the Roche Pit as well because they have this like medallion on Chen and everything as well. So if they can open up towards the Roche Pit, yeah, like Dire is scanning because that's where assuming they are. And they're going to realize because they're not in Roche Pit, they're probably heading down towards the bot lane. As Triple C runs away.
Come across towards mid. Felix with the blink. That's the first big item, blink dagger for a Tusk.
But having the save available against like the ET and the Troll and things is really important. Like even the rupture and the silence on the Bloodseeker as well.
Yeah.
He's pretty farmed. But so's the Rubik. Like the Rubik and him have the same if net worth-ish. It's just getting that blink first time can be difficult sometimes. With it's not like smaller components, right? Like Aether Lens, for example. Just a lot of bulk gold.
Yeah. Aether Lens, Force Staff for this Rubik. No blink dagger early on. Really just waiting for a team to kind of just make a big move.
EHOME are going to have Axe on the Void Spirit soon, they'll have BKB on the Troll. So they're kind of just waiting for their timing in the game. And like RNG almost have BKB on the Sven, which is a big thing that they're looking for. BKB on the Elena in 100 gold. So I think it's going to kick off like really soon. I feel like there's going to be a big moment in the game at this like at some point relatively soon where the two BKB carries finally collide for like the first time.
Essence Ring for both teams. And he's also got that fervor attack speed. Just the BKB coming out for Troll.
Didn't this yeah, didn't this Troll talent used to be plus for 5 fervor stacks or something? It's much better now.
Coming towards top, Chalice, Blood Right. Just gonna clean up creeps. Automatos, Telekinesis, Blood Right, but there's the Snowball.
He has Blink up still as well.
Yeah. So he's able to just walk away from this one.
Easy peasy. I'm wondering what Felix builds next. I'd love to see like what kind of thing he wants to go for. There's also a lot of neutral items on the Radiant side that aren't being used at the moment. They have like Philosopher's Stone, Essence Ring. Oh god.
I'm gonna try and fight this. Let's see what they can get other than super. BKB's been popped by Triple C. They have the Walrus Punch coming through, and is it going to be enough from EHOME to turn this fight? Snowball there picks up the Sven. Right click's coming in. They get the kill on both Jay as well as Felix as they pick off SRF. 4 kills there for EHOME, and nobody dying on their side either.
Yeah, and now they just head straight into the Roche Pit because of where the fight was. That was a really good like fight for EHOME because they have the Troll BKB online, right? So they have the BKB advantage over the Sven who didn't have it yet. So when like this whirling axis come out and stuff, it's really difficult for Sven to get his damage off. And they missed their VAC LSA combo at the start of the fight. So like their initiation was just completely botched. And once they miss those first initial spells and Troll pops his BKB, the fight's just over. Yeah, and like Chen dying first is never a good thing. Like no Hand of God, no medallion usage on the Sven or anything.
And no sort of sustain.
And now this troll's like 3,000 net worth ahead of the Sven. Just crazy.
And just a 4K lead. Rubik steals the Stormhammer. So even more lockdown for EHOME. Rubik's gonna make his way over towards bottom, where I believe that they probably want to smoke up and maybe make a move through the jungle. I say that, but they don't have a smoke in their stashes. They just have one in the backpack of Elder Titan. This Triple C will lock down this tier 2 bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
It seems like a bit of a high risk if you're RNG trying to come for this fight. If you don't win it, you put yourself all of a sudden down 8,000 or so.
They don't get
come
back into
forward. Blink Walrus Punch on Axe Nova. God Strength, Stormhammer, 2 shot. Look over on the other side of this fight. They'll look for Accent, but the Astral Step away.
Oh, they're kiting the BKBs of RNG really well, though.
XM, Aether Remnant, Rod of Atos. They've got the Blood Right down. They don't get the kill on XM yet. The silence is there. The wall comes in. SCCC not gonna get on top of these heroes, and looking over at Super and sets. Great charts.
Fade tried to force staff himself in there to be able to get the lift off onto the Sven before he TP'd away, but couldn't quite manage it in time. I actually think that's a really good fight for EHOME, though. Like, they only lose Elder Titan, but like the big BKB durations on the Lina and the Sven, both for 10 seconds are down. And like you see, after the BKB durations on RNG, they basically just have to absolutely run, because they have no chance of fighting up against this troll right now. Yeah, still like it's what, like 3,500 net worth ahead of the Sven. He's really becoming this like driving force in the game.
EHOME still feel like they can run away with this game.
Yeah.
I don't feel that as much for RNG, but
yeah, I feel like their lineup plays so much better from it. Oh, that's a stupid thing to say, but their lineup plays so much better from ahead with like Sven, Lina, right? They wanted to be controlling the mid game, getting the first Roche, you know, pressuring with Sven being the most farmed hero in the game. But like we said, Troll, if he gets his items online, he's the biggest hero, and he's going to have this Abyssal relatively soon because of how quickly he's farming. And then, like, your BKBs just don't matter on the Sven anymore, and he definitely can't fight against the Troll with Abyssal. Oh, they catch the lift.
And Lina, as well as the Tusk, they're both going to fall there.
That was sick from Fade. He had the Sven stun stolen, and he like lifted one onto the other and stunned them at the same time with the Sven stun. So they both just got taken out straight away.
To see why they like ground, they'll go for the tier 3 tower and then a set of racks.
If they don't buy back, they're losing the racks, and even if they do, they might still lose it.
Yeah.
EHOME, man.
How do you stop this? I wonder if they're gonna look to just go and finish this game. They're gonna look
just
towards
go for
bottom.
more. They have Aegis.
Yeah, there's no reason to stop.
There's this Solar Quest on the Bloodseeker just to buff up the Troll. Like, I mean, you have to do something about this RNG.
I don't truthfully think EHOME need to back up, but they're gonna do so.
Well, Aegis is down in 30 seconds, so I think they just want to play it safe. RNG just walking at them and being like, oh, hang on a second, it was enough to scare them away.
They're gonna rotate. Might be able to find a fight here. And they're just gonna find Super for now. Look how far RNG have to sit back at the moment. They really can't do anything.
Aegis is down though, so they kind of want to fight here. This is like their big timing in the game.
So remember, Walrus Punch, and they've got the wall down. They get the kill into Felix. Just blowing him up.
I don't know, there's no beekeeper on the troll now, though. They might still be able to fight.
There's no wall or anything, though. God Strength, Rupture, Sven in trouble. He'll pop the war cry, he'll go after XM, and they have the Laguna Blade, but they just don't have the damage to get the kill. He's still on the run, he's running through this Rupture, and they've got the Stormhammer out, but the telekinesis is there from Fade. He'll steal the Stormhammer, get the stun once again. Troll coming over, trying to get the kill onto the Sven and take him out of the fight. Jay goes down, and they'll look for more. SRF hit with the Aether Remnant. Really well done there by XM, who was on the edge this entire fight. Super dies as well. 3 heroes gone on the side of RNG, making a 4th with SRF dying.
Yeah,
They'll call GG.
Man, that last fight was all fake. Like, he had the punch stolen. So, like, even when Sven had his BKB and he was trying to chase down XM on the voice rate, the BKB piercing stun comes to him. They can't finish him off. And then towards the back of the fight, he steals the Sven stun to control him up again. He played really well this game. And he goes 2-2 and 10. Like, I mean, the whole of EHOME played really well. I guess we know which EHOME turned up today, but RNG felt like so lifeless this game. Like, in general.
Yeah, I mean, is it the EHOME that's gonna win? Like, obviously they win the game, but is it the EHOME that's there to win, or is it the is it an RNG that's just fallen flat? I almost feel like it's more so RNG than EHOME who won that game.
I feel like their laning stage